Hello and welcome, I'm Ngọc Duy, your news anchor for today. Let's dive right into the headlines as usual.
International cooperation key to tackling new U.S. tariffs. Prime Minister, integration to keep pace, advance together and surpass, but not at all costs. Thousands bid farewell to Hanoi's iconic Shark Jaw building. Foreign tourist arrivals to Vietnam hit record high in Q1. Domestic market drives demand, fuels economic growth.
On April 2nd, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order introducing reciprocal tariffs on numerous countries around the world. Vietnam, one of the nations targeted, faces a hefty 46% tariff on its exports to the U.S. Russian economic experts told a Vietnam news agency correspondent in Moscow that countries like Vietnam can diversify trade partners by leveraging existing trade agreements.
Diversifying external relations and exploring new markets is essential. BRICS could be a good option. For Vietnam, ASEAN also offers valuable opportunities. If the 46% tariff on Vietnamese goods is finalized, local businesses may no longer worry about secondary sanctions.
Meanwhile, in an interview with Yonhap news agency, Yeo Han-koo, former trade minister of the Republic of Korea and now a senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics in Washington, suggested that Seoul strengthen economic ties with Japan and other regional partners to mitigate the impact of the trade conflict. He recommended that the Republic of Korea consider joining the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, which includes 11 member economies including Japan, the UK, Canada, and Vietnam. On April 5th, U.S. Customs began collecting a 10% import tariff on goods from many of its trade partners. Higher reciprocal tariffs on nearly 60 other countries will come into effect on April 9th. According to the latest update from the White House, over 50 countries affected by the U.S. tariffs in the past week have already requested negotiations.
Vietnam views international economic integration, particularly through free trade agreements, FTAs, as a key gateway to connect the country with the world and bring its economy closer to global standards, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh said at the announcing ceremony of the 2024 FTA Index on April 8th. To date, Vietnam has signed and implemented 17 FTAs with more than 60 partners on all the 5 continents, demonstrating the country's commitment to trade liberalization, fair competition, and sustainable development, Prime Minister Chinh said. Integration is essential for the nation to keep pace, move forward, and even surpass in its development progress, but not at any cost, the government leader stressed. Economic integration must be mutually beneficial, ensuring balanced interests and shared risks, he said, adding that exports remain a crucial driver of growth, but not the sole focus, and Vietnam must expand its markets beyond a few key trading partners. Acknowledging both opportunities and challenges in global economic integration, the Prime Minister urged flexible, timely, and effective adaptation. Looking forward to businesses' market and production restructuring efforts, he affirmed the government's commitment to policy innovation, trade negotiations, and equal access to resources for enterprises.
On the morning of April 7th, the area in front of Ham Kam Up, or Shark Jaw, building was packed. Young people, families, and elderly residents all gathered to take pictures. Hundreds of smartphones were raised to capture the moment. The fountain at Dong Kin near Tuk Square became a hotspot, offering the best view of the building for a perfect farewell shot. Some visitors came from far away after hearing the news that the building would soon be demolished. They took the holiday as a chance to say goodbye.
I came here to walk around One Kiem Lake and say goodbye to the Shark Jaw building one last time. I'm taking pictures to keep the last memories of this building.
After more than 30 years in operation, the building has become a popular destination. It's a prime spot to watch fireworks and enjoy festivals held at the square. Overlooking One Kiem Lake, the building is currently home to several cafes and restaurants on floors 2 through 6, offering sweeping views of central Hanoi. Since the announcement of its demolition and the surrounding area's renovation, even more people have come to capture its final days. The building has once again become one of the most photographed sites in the city. Although many feel nostalgic, most support the city's plan to refresh the landscape.
The first time I came here, I was 5 years old. It was a must-visit place. Now I'm back to hold on to those memories. It's bittersweet. Sometimes, to move forward, we have to let go of the old. I do feel a bit sad because it's a symbol of Hanoi.
It's not just me, many people came to take pictures as keepsakes, so our children and grandchildren will know this building was once part of Hanoi. But if change means making Hanoi bigger, better, and more beautiful, we support the city's decision.
The building is expected to be demolished after April 30th. Once complete, Hanoi will have a 12,000 square meter square, providing a special space for the public and for hosting major city and national events.
Vietnam recorded more than 6 million international tourist arrivals in the first quarter of 2025, marking a 29.6% increase year-on-year, according to the Vietnam National Authority of Tourism. This is the highest ever number so far and represents a 134% surge from the figure in quarter one of 2019, before the COVID-19 pandemic broke out. In March alone, the country welcomed over 2 million foreign visitors, up 28.5% compared to the same period last year. China topped the list of source markets with 1.58 million visitors, soaring 78% year-on-year, followed by the Republic of Korea with 1.26 million visitors, up 2.2%. Other key markets included Taiwan, China, the US, Japan, Australia, and India, all of which posted growth rates between 10% and 26%. Southeast Asian markets such as Cambodia, the Philippines, Laos, Indonesia, and Thailand also saw strong growth due to geographic proximity. The number of tourist arrivals from Europe also rose steadily, especially those from countries enjoying visa exemptions such as the UK, France, Germany, and Italy. Russia saw a sharp rise of 110.5% in arrivals, while Poland and Switzerland also grew strongly, at 52.9% and 14%, supported by Vietnam's new visa waiver policy under its 2025 tourism stimulus program.
In 2025, global markets are expected to remain volatile, with trade tensions and protectionism posing risks. Amid these challenges, strengthening the domestic market is crucial for sustaining economic growth and stabilizing production alongside expanding exports. Since early this year, Vietnam's retail market has shown positive signs, with businesses actively opening new sales points. Major retail companies are investing in distribution expansion, fueling domestic market growth. Many local businesses are also increasing their retail presence to capitalize on rising consumer demand. Retail remains a key driver of total sales and consumer service revenue, making expansion efforts vital. To achieve the government's target of 12% retail and consumer revenue growth in 2025, the remaining months must sustain an average growth rate above this threshold. To support this, the Ministry of Industry and Trade is launching consumer stimulus programs, boosting demand through traditional and e-commerce channels. Additionally, It is organizing trade fairs, promotional events, and encouraging businesses to leverage digital technology for personalized marketing, ensuring effective customer engagement.